Determination like this is just what Swindon will need over the next few weeks. Mike Grella hounding Abu Agogo before giving his team a rare half-time lead against fellow strugglers Dagenham and Redbridge. The Wiltshire club had gone 13 games without winning, and John Nurse's quick reactions took that depressing sequence to 14, just 7 minutes from the end. A good draw for the Daggers, who left the home side seething when two defenders closed the door on Paul Caddis in stoppage time. Referee Gary Sutton deemed it was nothing more than a corner, making him the focus of Swindon's anger at the final whistle. The point lifts them off the bottom, 3 points adrift of Dagenham, who are just outside the drop zone.
You were nodding, saying that was a corner, as the Swindon players surrounded the referee.
I think he's got there. I think he's made a challenge. He's got the ball.
Those two, the last two games, they were both, to use the cliche, relegation six-pointers. I suppose 1-1 draws doesn't really do a favour for any of Yeovil, Walsall, Swindon or Dagenham and Redbridge.
No, not really. I mean, as you say, they are proper six-pointers, aren't they? But I mean, we looked at the league, and just as we were analysing it, just saying everybody's given themselves a chance now. If you go on some sort of mini run, you are going to give yourself a chance of getting out of it. And you know, Walsall, out of anybody, probably the team that I would have picked, looked at one stage dead and buried, have really given themselves an opportunity now.
Swindon off the bottom of League One, but the Robins felt they should have had all 3 points from this one.
Mike Grella, never favourite for that one, shows what persistence can do, and at home against Dagenham and Redbridge, he fancied him to win it. How do you feel when this happens? Clear the first one, shot comes in, takes an awful deflection off John Nurse, taking it past Paul Smith. But Swindon, good response, went up the other end, and James, is this a penalty?
No, Graham, because the referee didn't blow.
Oh, you know it is. Get off the fence, you coward.
Swindon raised money for the Help the Heroes campaign ahead of this relegation battle against Dagenham and Redbridge, who are just 3 points clear of the Robins at the start of play. The host created the first clear chance of the match when David Prutton drew a fine save from Tony Roberts. But Dagenham soon came close at the other end, although a clash of heads involving John Nurse and Alan Sheehan was of greater concern. Thankfully, both players were able to continue. Determination like this is just what struggling Swindon will need over the next few weeks. Mike Grella handed Abu Agogo before giving his team a rare half-time lead. The Daggers felt they should have been awarded a penalty straight after the restart. Baz Savage went down following Andy Frampton's challenge, but the officials weren't convinced. John Still's men had won their previous 2 games to move out of the relegation zone, and the visitors continued to put pressure on the Swindon defence as they looked to get back on level terms. The overworked Robins managed to hold out here, but their resistance was broken eventually by the passionate and determined Daggers. Swindon had gone 13 matches without a victory, and Nurse's quick reactions took the depressing sequence to 14, just 7 minutes from the end. It finished 1-1, but the home side were left seething when Paul Caddis was denied a late penalty by referee Gary Sutton, who became the focus of Swindon's anger at the final whistle. But the point proved enough to lift the Robins off the bottom of the table.